So let's face it, this style of earbuds isn't what people expect out of today's wireless earbuds. But for those of us who do like to prioritize sound quality over form factor, earbuds like these are a blessing. So with that said, introducing the Hakii Action Earbuds. These earbuds can handle any and every genre of music. So yeah, spoilers there. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I'll tell you why. Before we continue, don't forget that I have a Twitch channel that you can go ahead and follow me on for live microphone reviews and much more than that. But you're also going to find my Instagram and a link to the Tech Summit Discord in the description. So come join the community because it is a pretty cool one. We've also opened up a Patreon as of late where if you join, you'll be automatically entered to win one tech gadget every month in our exclusive giveaways. Details to that are going to be down below. Don't forget to check out the description for everything. Now let's get right into the video. Now this video is sponsored by Hakii, who were generous enough to also send over a pair of earbuds right here, which I'm going to be talking about today in great detail, so do make sure to stick around because I don't like leaving things out. Now let's start off with an unboxing. These come inside of this box, which once opened will reveal a plastic cover, and then the charging case with the buds inside, and following that, some instructions, a USB-C cable for charging, and a bunch of replacement ear tips are going to follow right after that. The exterior design consists of plastic, but these feel very strong in hand with the ear hook attached to it, which is made of rubber. And these are very clearly designed after your usual sporting style of earbuds, which means that these are made to stay in your ears no matter what. There aren't going to be any kind of buttons on these at all, by the way, but only a touch sensitive surface, which thank God we have instead of a physical button. Those always tend to hurt my ears. I don't know about you. These certainly are not the smallest pair of earbuds out there, but I can justify that size for you anytime, which I will be doing as soon as we get to the sound test coming very soon. The carrying case, or the charging case in this case, is pretty big. I would not consider it to be very suitable for putting it in your pocket, but if you toss it in your bag, it should be totally fine. This case is very tough too, made out of this glossy plastic, and it's also going to have a magnetic latch for opening and closing the case, but also for housing these buds so that they can charge. On the outside, you're going to find a USB-C port and a reset button on the bottom. So far, I like this package, but there's more to it than meets the eye as of now. And the one thing that these earbuds are going to immediately excel at is actually going to be on the comfort. These are really meant to stay in your ears no matter what you're doing, how much you're moving around, or anything like that, thanks to the ear hook. They are very solid, and at the same time, they don't actually feel like they're in the way whatsoever, and I actually enjoy that quite a bit. However, while these are pretty comfortable when you put them on, they might start to get a little bit uncomfortable after about, I would say, 2 hours for me of having them on. I'm personally fine with that, but it is worth noting to many of you who either like to wear your earbuds all day long, or just for the duration of your exercise or anything of the sort. So when it comes to features, these are going to run off of touch gestures, which include tapping once on either side to play and pause music, as well as picking up and hanging up phone calls. Triple tap on either side to skip backwards from the left bud and skip forward from the right bud. And you can also hold the left side in order to increase the volume of whatever it is that you're listening to and lower it from the right side, and even more than that. And this is awesome, of course, and I think that many more manufacturers should really consider taking some notes from Hakii here. These are also going to be water resistant and sweat resistant, which is going to be very important for people who want to work out with these, of course. And finally, let's go ahead and talk about that sound quality. I couldn't really give this more praise than this. These sound very good, and not just for your typical consumer, but these immediately stood out to me from the competition. These have a wider soundstage at the most, which means that there is going to be just much better audio separation. And when it comes to the frequency response, it's not really too bassy, it's not too emphasized on the high end, and the mids are not really too pronounced either. This isn't a flat pair at all, don't get me wrong, but the tuning on these really make these sound pretty good for just about every genre of music that I tested. And these are going to be genres such as variations of metal like black metal and death metal, metalcore, symphonic, as well as other genres like hip-hop, pop, electronic, orchestral, country, and so much more than that. Now the bass is pretty punchy too, but not too strong, and the mids are balanced enough for the audio to sound clean, but for male vocals to still have good presence. So it doesn't really have any kind of muddiness to it, which I really appreciate. And the highs are very nicely done here too. These are tuned very well, and so far this is one of my favorite sounding earbuds out there. When it comes to the wireless market, of course. Passive noise isolation is pretty good here too, so you will have no problem ignoring noise around you. But keep in mind that this isn't active noise cancellation, just passive, and it does come naturally with these buds. So battery life is also going to be another huge strong suit about these. So these are going to give you just a little bit less than 9 hours of playtime on one full charge. With an additional 3 full charges from the case itself, you get around 36 hours in total. Battery life has never been an issue for me when it comes to these, and well, I seldom have to charge them nowadays. Now this is a sponsored video, but I had to say that they've really nailed a lot of features on these buds. Truth be told, these might actually replace my $200 daily drivers because these sound really that good to me, that much better to me. That's a great job to you, Hakii, and I strongly recommend this to pretty much anyone who is on the hunt for earbuds. Now, the comfort will be more subjective, I would say, so I do encourage you to experiment with the different ear tips here. But as it is, I really love them and have a very easy time recommending them to just about anyone. And then once more, huge thanks to Hakii for sponsoring this video. And if you're interested in getting these, then there is going to be a link down below for you to go ahead and pick these up. And if you end up using my link, then I do get a small commission. That does help with the channel quite a bit, so I would appreciate that quite a bit. And also, I would love to give a very special thanks to all of our patrons, including the tier 3s, which I'm going to be mentioning right now. Those are going to be Omar, Sada Wazal, and Joe Moss. Thank you so much for all of your support because it really does go a very long way. As for the rest of the patrons, the tier 2s, coming right up. And this is super important. I would just like to give a very special thanks to all of our patrons, which are going to be listed right here on the screen. Again, a massive thanks to you all for supporting us to help us create the kind of content that we bring to you on a day-to-day basis. And thank you so much for supporting the Tech Summit podcast as well. And just remember that if you would like to be a part of this community too, and then do make sure to check out the links to our Patreon, where you don't only get bonus episodes of our podcast, but you also get automatically entered into one of our monthly giveaways of a tech product that we have reviewed that is of at least $50 in value or higher. So links to that down below. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitch, where I do stream fairly often as well. I like to do microphone reviews, and I like to do just chatting where I talk to you guys. So with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.